What does it mean to be that girl? That girl is a wellness trend popping up all over social media with the goal in mind to become the best version of yourself. According to the internet, that girl wakes up at 7 a.m., cooks and eats a plant-based breakfast, journals in a neatly sectioned day planner, chants affirmations, works out in cute coordinated outfits, gulps down green juices, is productive, professionally successful, and somehow still finds the time for skincare, meditation, and taking Pinterest perfect photos of all of the above. If that sounds like a lot, it's 'cause it is. But it can't all be that bad, can it? My name is Hannah, I'm a college student, and I'm gonna try to become that girl my way. Recently, I wrote an article for my college newspaper all about the that girl trend and whether or not it was healthy or toxic. I scrolled through Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and everything that I found pretty much met the definition of the trend. If you try to copy everything that the influencers online show you, that's where the toxicity comes in. Let's be honest, a lot of us don't have the time or the money or the energy to live like that all the time. I mean, I'm a college student, for crying out loud. I have no money, I have no time, I have no energy. And look, I don't mean to bash anybody for having more money or liking to make things look aesthetic. If that's what makes you happy, good for you, keep doing it. But what I found while writing this article is that girl is supposed to be subjective. If the goal at the end of all of this is to become the best version of yourself, obviously that's gonna look different for everybody. I've been in a bit of a slump lately, both physically and mentally, so I thought I would try out different aspects of this trend and see if that gives me a boost. Alright, so let's break down that definition of that girl. Waking up at 7 a.m., plant-based breakfasts or healthy foods in general, journaling, chanting affirmations, working out in cute coordinated outfits, green juices, skincare, meditating, and Pinterest-worthy photos. If I try to jump right in doing all of that at once, I'm gonna get burnt out. So let's change things up a bit. Out of this list, I'm only really gonna keep waking up at 7, journaling, food and exercise. I'm a full-time student, but I'm only on campus 2 days a week. The other 3 days of the week I work. So I'm used to getting up pretty early, always before 8. I'm probably gonna keep that. I'm not gonna mess with that part of my routine, but I probably won't be as strict on the weekends just because I'm used to getting up so early throughout the week. And journaling definitely stays. I've been writing on and off in the same journal actually since like 6th grade. Some of the stuff in there is hilarious, but I don't do it as often as I'd like to. I think it's really healthy for me to get any thoughts that I have out of my head and onto paper, so I would love to be journaling more regularly. Food is one of the areas of the trend that meets the most criticism because it has the potential to lead to disordered eating habits and negative self-worth based on how you eat. I know that for me personally, paying such close attention to the kind of food I eat is not going to be good for me, so I'm going to keep things broad and just change this to work on my relationship with food. At the end of this, I want the focus to be on how I feel and not how I look in the mirror. So I'm not going to monitor my eating that much. The food I eat is already pretty balanced, so if I'm doing anything, it's just making sure that I keep that balance. And exercise and food kind of go hand in hand with me. Could I be exercising more? Yeah, probably. Does it mean that I'm failing if I don't feel like going to the gym on a certain day? No. And again, I want the focus to be on how I feel and not how I look, so I can do without the coordinated outfits. The days that I'm on campus, I do a lot of walking, and I think it's really good for me. It's also really low stakes, so I can definitely implement walking more in my weekly. Talking for a camera is exhausting, so I can definitely do more walking. I can either walk outside or go to the gym. There's a Planet Fitness right down the street from me. I have a membership, and I can always just do workouts at home. So yeah, out of the basic idea of that girl, these are the things I'm gonna keep, but I also want to add some of my own goals. The first is to limit my screen time. I spend countless hours scrolling through TikTok or playing games or literally closing and then reopening the same apps over and over again. It's ridiculous. There are so many better ways that I could be spending my time, which leads me to my next point. I want to read more. Anyone who knows me knows that I am a huge reader. My TikTok account is full of book recommendations and jokes about reading. I haven't really been on there in a while, actually. I should probably get on that. But I remember feeling a lot last semester like I was only ever reading for class and not for fun. So I want to try to make more of an effort there. Plus, if I'm limiting the amount of time that I spend on my phone, hopefully that'll give me more time to read. Lastly, and I think this one is going to be really hard, but I want to keep my room clean. My room is a mess. It has been since I was little, and I haven't really cared. But I don't know, lately I have just been like, there's too much stuff in here. You don't need all of this. I'm such a pack rat. I was trying to clean off my desk and I found like a stack of birthday cards going back to when I was 15. Why did I keep those? I don't need those. They're just taking up space. I've cleaned out a bunch of my clothes and shoes, and there's still so much stuff in this room. I think it's gonna be honestly impossible for me to keep my room spotless all the time. It's gonna be exhausting trying to manage that. But even if I just take like a Saturday morning and I throw out my garbage, clean off my desk, stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is gonna be how I become the best version of myself. If I really think about it, it doesn't feel like I'm making that many changes, but who knows, maybe that could be a good thing. And again, I want the focus to be on how I feel and not the way that I look, or how much I weigh, or the amount of notifications that I get on a given day. I'm trying to prove if this is healthy, if this is good for me. So I just need to keep that perspective in mind, and hopefully it'll be easy.